Yo, what is good, everybody? How are you? Happy hump day. Hope today is treating you well so far. Just gonna get this out of the way right away. Twitch was hacked. You should probably reset your passwords. Set up two-factor authentication. You know the drill. Interesting times we live in. All I gotta say is, why does Anonymous have to be cool 1 minute and then assholes the next? That's all I gotta say. Hey, Master Spikey just walked in. Happy birthday, Tom. Happy birthday and welcome home. I wish there would have been some way to like organize some kind of crazy midnight mission to like have the whole community greet you back home. But hey, pandemic times, living on the other side of the world. Hope you're doing well, brother. Nano, I hope you're healing all right. Welcome in, Saf. Welcome in, Paul. Paul, thank you so much for the sub. You know, there's like a handful of them this morning too. DJ number one, thank you. Paul Artola, thank you. Adam Witch, thank you. UI369, thank you. Onch Data, thank you. Janik Damfist, thank you. And Alex Wave 69, thank you. I do appreciate you guys. And I missed you on Monday. We were wrapping up what will probably end up being like the proof of concept or pilot episode of this new reality tournament for producers. We'll see what happens with it. We will see. We will see. Okay, anyway, where was I? Trailer, welcome in. Heidi, how are you? Saf, I do believe I said hello already, but thank you again for being on the show on Friday. Big ups to DJ Empirical, our new reigning champ. And for those keeping track, there was a three-way tie between Zev and Dremia and Zemertz. So big ups, big showing for this last month's community challenge. We'll dip into the new sound pack here in just a minute. See who else is lurking in here. Tom, Ben. Hey, Jafar is here. Jafar, welcome in, brother. How's the new gig treating you? Are you liking the people that you're getting to interface with? I'm sure that it's probably not much, but I'm hoping you're making some connections. Tom says he's basically in a food coma right now. Was any of the was one of the contributions to the food coma birthday cake by chance? You being stuck in quarantine upon landing for your birthday. I'm glad we can at least be with you through a screen, homie. And by the way, nice traveling studio setup there, dude. That's awesome. A lot of people ordering food. That's even, oh, dude, that's awesome. Even your old ex sent you some food. That's awesome. Paul got his password change done. Yeah, good. I just like even writing in comments. Like I'm getting set up here and I see you guys popping off in the chat. So I go to say hello to you guys and I have to log into the chat there. I had to, yeah, reset all the things. It was a bit of a dash. So hope you guys remember to get that done today at some point. Yep. Change the key in OBS, Streamlabs. Hence my pretty face on your screen. You have pork katsu tuna don for mid-breakfast. Oh, man. Wonton mee for breakfast. Oh, nasi lemak for dinner. Oh, dude. Am I kidding about what, Nano? Am I kidding about the new reality show? The big tournament? Am I just kidding? You know, each week I've been coming on here talking about, oh, we won this award this week. We won this award this week. We won this award this week. Yesterday, the day started off with us winning this Titan Award. We got the gold medal for best product innovation or something like that. And then at the end of the day, let me just get this right here. And while I'm looking at my Slack, I should be reminded to turn off my stuff here for a bit so they don't drive us nuts. So anyway, at the end of the day yesterday, Mix Magazine drops a feature article on us. Once you start using Audio Design Desk, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Real world review by Mike Levine. People are getting into it. It's pretty awesome to see. Yeah, no, it's not a joke. We actually did this. This is why I wasn't here on Monday, and why I had to push around some stuff a little bit last week. We had an impromptu, or no, wait, I'm sorry. It was the week before. We had a surprise stream, a 2-hour surprise stream where I made something funky. Well, this was the wrap up to that. So through the magic of editing, it all takes place within just a handful of hours. But yeah. Good people with a new job spread all over the world, and I'm crushing it, so I'll probably wrap it up a few weeks early. Boom. Dude, that is a good sign. Yeah, never good to milk it on the first gig, right? I have a feeling this is going to lead to some stuff. I hope you're exchanging some contact information as you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Tom, the hotel sent you a cake. That's great. So somebody outed you. That's awesome. Tom, thank you. Thank you for the congrats. It's all a bit surreal at this point, but it is really starting to look as though we're going to be a major player in like the modern DAW space, not just what we originally set out to do, which was, you know, post-production stuff initially, primarily. But this is just really blowing up. Hence the parent company name being added, and just the crazy development roadmap that we're chasing right now. All the partnership conversations we're having, it's great stuff. It's just great stuff. People are loving it, and it's so great to see it all proving out better than anyone expected. So I will continue to keep you guys posted. Oh, wait, hold on a second. So I read Javar saying, I'm wondering how I'm living without it right now. And the very next comment's from Trailer. I've been using it for a day. Want to see my first ADD project? Well, yeah, of course I want to see your first ADD project, dude. And Drumia, welcome in. How are you, dude? We need the rainbow SpongeBob imagination GIF. Okay, well, you know what? Maybe it's time to set up a new GIF wish list and set up some new commands. Maybe even today. Let's see. It's usually a good indicator if Rainbow Cat is working. Yeah, maybe we could set up some new commands today. They seem to be working. Ricky is here. Dude, Ricky, we haven't seen you in a minute. Trance in your pants. In the chat. The man is a genius and a wonderful human being. How are you, man? And Will is in the house. Okay, I just want to stop for just a minute. Zev Music in the chat. Give him a follow really quick. Wait, how do I do this? All right, give this man a follow. This guy is on his way up. For sure, and he's a fantastic human, of course. But he's just been killing it lately. He gets to open up for his musical heroes. He took second last week in the OhmLab Community Challenge. I just saw him take first place in another competition. He's just killing it. Don't sleep on him. Check him out. I'm telling you. Oh, and quite literally, the trailer just drops his audio design project. Oh, wait. In video form, even. Hold on a second. Man. All right. Let's cut out this noise over here. Let's check this out. Okay, so Trailer has been using Audio Design Desk for one day, and he made something. Let's see what he made. Oh my God, this is amazing. Okay, that was great. That was great. This is amazing. See, I have this vision. I've got this vision. Oh man, this is great. These squirrels are having a leaf fight. So I have this vision of like memes being created in Audio Design Desk, like awesomely awesome memes. And I think that people would be able to do it in just a matter of seconds. Once they get in there and they get kind of the lay of the land. I think it's just going to be a toy for so many people. Hold on just a second. It's 7 seconds, technically. Yeah, the woo at the end gets me too. Absolutely. Need some up-tempo bluegrass. Yeah, that like flies through the air, like a little banjo. The fucking mountain breakdown standard. Oh, did I mention that Imaginate's going to be on the show today? He's dropped a new installment in his Elemental series over on Black Octopus. It's called Metallum. We're going to check it out. And all of you that are here today get a free taster pack of this release. How awesome is that? Go hit the Discord. You will find a new channel that I created this morning called We Love Imaginate, I do believe. And while you're over there on the Discord, grab your free sound pack of the month. If you're currently subscribed, there's a brand new free sound pack. There's a bit of a twist this month. It is funky. Some of you may have received funky, probably, I don't know, close to a year ago, maybe. So here's why it's back. It was not part of the community challenge when it was given out. And I've actually had a few people write in saying, hey, I made some pretty awesome stuff with funky. I want to make more stuff with funky. Can we do a beat battle with that? To which I say, yeah, okay. So there's a small handful of you out there that might have an unfair advantage of already being familiar with these loops, which should add a little spice to the challenge this month. We will we'll go check out those sounds, but we have a couple things to do first. Yeah, I think this is what should come up when someone subs. I think Will is right. Oh, somebody sub? Of course, we might want it disabled during a hype train or something, but still. Commercials will never be the same. Yeah, this is actually true. Yeah, trailers will never be the same. Commercials will never be the same. Yeah, trailers is saying, this is my happy place. Trailer, it's so good to have you in the mix here. Thank you for this. You know, stuff like this and Stubbs, the angry squirrel, we just can't predict these things could ever happen. And they're amazing. Tom says, Chris, could you give any clue on the future effects and instruments on ADD? Are you talking about things that we may or may not develop in the future that would be native to the DAW experience? Is that what you're asking? I have lots and lots and lots of ideas, but they are way different than what you currently find in DAWs. I do. I have a lot of very interesting ideas. Right now, it's kicking ass and taking names, and there is no MIDI in it. Think about this. It's all audio. and you can like score a scene in seconds, make a beat, turn that beat into 100 beats within an hour. And no MIDI yet. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. Yes, we can do a competition for that. I will arrange something awesome for all of you with Audio Design Desk in regards to a competition. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out what it's going to be. I think everyone's going to love it. It is Mac only right now. It is Mac only right now. Paul says he has funkied in the past and he's used it recently on some tracks. Nice. Good to hear it's still getting a workout. Trailer says, been sitting on this video for a while. Audio Design does help me realize the dream. Oh, man. Paul says, I need DDA, start with the music and make video with samples. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of really great ideas coming in, but there is absolutely intention for what you're speaking of, Paul. I don't want to share any details. But I will say that you will absolutely adore one of the concepts. Yeah. Zamertz! What's up, dude? Yeah, well, you know, Tom, the thing is about the whole plugin thing is that some things bring so much just in the architecture of the tool itself that you find yourself not really even looking for native plugins. And of course it plays host to all of the regular plugins, so. Ice, thanks for joining us. Happy Wednesday to you. Oh, I know, Ben. Oh no, it's not ready for full on music production from a composition standpoint yet because it doesn't have the MIDI implemented. But I think it's safe to say that it is fairly mind-blowing what you can accomplish without MIDI. And remember what people were doing without MIDI for a very long time. But it's a fantastic boundary to have in place from a development standpoint, because the things that you can think of when you're forced to are absolutely amazing. Oh, the DT 770 Pros. These are not the new ones. These are older ones, but that is exactly what I'm wearing. Yep, Mac only right now, you guys. What's that? We're going to provide free Macs? Exactly. Exactly. And you get a Mac, and you get a Mac. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Ice, welcome to the mix. Here's your welcome video. Oh, this is great. Yeah, I'll definitely have to set this up as the new... oh, Polly! Polly's here. Hey, new sub video. Oh, we miss you around here, brother. Good to see that you're staying up on things with these subscriptions. And I appreciate the support. go hit the Discord and grab yourself this month's free sound pack. And while you're there, also hit the new channel that I made this morning called We Love Imaginate. Because there is this top link right here is a free taster pack of Metallum, his newest release. He's going to be here on the show today. Or live stream. I always feel really weird calling it a show. I don't know why. Don't forget, Twitch was hacked this morning. Change your passwords. Okay, so the free pack this month is funky. Now, these are like wacky, wild, almost kind of alien comb filtery toppers. So rhythmic drum bits, right? And they sound something like this. Yeah, so anyway, that is funky, and we can listen through some of the individual samples at some point today. And there are a lot of people currently subscribed, so just make sure you get over there and get your free stuff. That's all I'm saying. And the free Metallum pack, too. Yeah, right, Will? They're fun. They're like kind of goofy, kind of, I mean, they're all funky, but they're all just a little off, which is fun. They make really fun toppers. Oh, okay. So we're gonna make this. And what was the other one? A rainbow SpongeBob Imagination, funky, funky wonky, wonky funky, funkawonk, funky. I like it. Funky. Okay, so we need rainbow SpongeBob Imagination time. And we need the Flying Gazelle. And I really like Will's idea of using this as what plays when people sub. I think that's just fantastic. I think it's a great idea. Funky. Oh yeah, dude, the sausage fattener. Oh, and the other one that Dada Life put out. Um, uh, Getting angry. I forget the name of the Dada Life Happy Dude. I was actually just seeing that being used the other day, and it made me smile. Just random thing from Polly. My mom said she would have 10 more children to avoid kidney stones. Yeah, dude, kidney stones are no freaking joke. No joke. No joke. All right, so we're going to take a look at a couple of things here. First, oh my goodness, too many things open here. All right, so to the sounds, to the sounds, to the sounds. All right, so funky. They come in at 80, 90, 100, 120, and 140 BPM. There's 10 of each, and they're just kind of all over the place. And as you can hear, I basically just dropped these samples into a timeline for the demo. I did not touch them. They're just kind of cool on their own. Just lay them on top of a beat, and they're fun. Yeah, these are just great. See, there's some somewhat normal ones in there too. A couple of them. Yeah, so anyway, I'm hoping that you guys find some funky, cool ideas and that these get your juices flowing. You have the entirety of the month. We are going to do our wrap-up stream where we listen to all of these submissions and do our voting live on the 1st of November. It's a Monday. So that way you guys have the entire Halloween weekend to work on your stuff. Yeah, I am definitely the weird sound guy, right? Yeah, this month's challenge is going to be a party. I think I remember us talking about we should do a beat battle with the free pack of the month when we did the funky, and we just didn't make it happen. So now we are, and I'm pretty stoked to see what you guys end up coming up with. We're not going to play through all of it because we're going to wait for Danny to get here. He is Imaginate. But I do have his whole pack right here. And it is pretty great. I'm just reading your comment trailer. Makes me feel so much better about my organization that Chris's notes open at Untitled 30. Yeah, right? Oh, man. Yes, endless smile, Ricky. Thank you. Oh, man. I knew if I scrolled up in the chat far enough, someone would be helping me out. Thank you. I appreciate you. Oh, and Tom threw it up there too. That's awesome. You guys are great. Yeah, trailer. I am the guy that had notebooks full of like idea, constantly having ideas. So like scribbling them down and then moving into the digital era. I've tried it all. I've tried the stickies and the I email myself constantly, put stuff on the calendar sometimes, like as a place to put a note. Lots and lots of text edit files that I then have to go back through. Yeah, yeah. Notes, man. Yeah, trailer, a lot of good stuff in ADD for sure. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so I'm actually not familiar with that band, Saf, but I'll have to listen to it off stream since we can't really do that on stream. Huh. Yeah, yeah, Metallum has a nice edge to it, the whole thing. It's some pretty good stuff. Right, so what do we want to do today before Imaginate shows up even? Sounds like your folders. Some people can appear to be rather organized and are in a multitude of ways, but then, you know, when you see how they're actually like juggling things, it's makes you feel a little bit better. We're all flippin' human at the end of the day. That's the truth of it. All right, cool. So what are we working on today? I know that I've got some stuff that I need to do. I could make some stuff for a little while we think about what we want to do. Oh, and I have a whole bunch of new plugins to play with too, which is a pretty cool thing. Let's do, I haven't opened Alchemy in a long time. Maybe we'll do Alchemy. Maybe we'll start. All right, I think I'm going to take The Last of Us and put that into maybe a granular. Gear. Yeah, I think we can play with this. Let's maybe bring down the speed a bit. And let's also see here, where are we with our loop? Let's do maybe like a forward and back on this one. Let's see what the end of this sounds like here. Okay, so maybe what we'll do is we'll bring our loop to right here. And let's make this wider. Bring down our grain size. Electro Funkadelica, thank you so much for the follow and for being here. Appreciate it. All right, let's toss just a couple of things on here. Oh, actually, before we toss something on here, let's, through our filter here, let's just toss on a little... Okay, so we're going to set this up in a parallel, and we're going to bring in number 2, and we're going to bias this mostly towards 2. Oh, wait, hold on a second. What am I doing? This is my send. Actually, let's go back in here and just add a little noise from the bit crusher too. Yeah, I like that. Okay, now let's send this through a little delay and reverb action here. A little dotted action and maybe stretch this way out to a half on this other one. All right, let's cream this out. And Drummy is taking off. Take care, dude. I fear groups whose names use umlauts. I like your new name, Iggy. Oh yeah, it is new gear time for you, isn't it, Paul? That's awesome. Let's drop this down a bunch. Make it a few times bigger than it was. See you in a bit, Sam. All right, let's put just a little something on the top of this one. Oh man. Tom, that's not weird. That's not bad. That's a fantastic thing. Ordering Michelin star food to your hotel for less than $20. Boom. Happy birthday, brother. Yeah, man. Can I get a room in that place, you think? Yeah, I think this will be a nice little magic swell maker here. This is super, super simple. I think next is, actually, let's save this before I do my next thing. I think I want to put a little pulse in here. Prof Logic, Professor Logic, perhaps? Welcome in. I appreciate it. Oh, and say hello to our new gazelle. Trailer saying Singapore is the place. Love it. Awesome. Dude, seriously, Tom, if I came over there and you were to lead me on a food tour, we would be there for the next few years and we would be sidetracking you immensely. Nice one, Paul. Ooh. Chocolate farm tour in Peru? In Peru that got shot down. Oh, for COVID, right? Of course. Can you get an OhmLab one-off cooking stream? Yeah, yeah, we could do that. I'd need to find a little helper. Yeah, but what would we cook? What would we cook? What would we cook? All right, so I like this. I like where this is going. I think I'd like to put a little pulse in. Today's the 6th. So this is Imaginate, and let's call it drone pulses and see where it takes us. Maybe I'll even put a little ADD tag on here so I don't lose track of it. Cool. All right, so let's just make a quick little pulse. I'm thinking a saw. And it's got to be just as basic as it gets, really. So I guess what I really would like to do is on a filter here. I'll just bring this down and we'll add one new generator. And we'll just call this a pluck. Oh, except I don't want that. What I do want is an LFO. And yeah, this first one is fine, and we'll just change this. And we'll give it some depth here. All right, so we're going to take this down to maybe just once every bar. Maybe even once every 2 bars. Okay, so now on this guy, put a new LFO, and we will make this, we'll make this unipolar. We're going to go down. And we're just going to set this one at a half. And let's bring back in A. Let's bring this first one down to a 2 bar again. Chris and Igor in the lab. Trailer says, I'm now the full-time chef in our house, so I need some advice. My wife is getting a bit tired of spicy air fried chicken. That's awesome. What you got to do is you got to kind of remix that air fried chicken, right? So cook a bunch of it and then chop it up and like make a Caesar salad one night or a wrap or something, right? And like the next night, maybe like a deconstructed pot pie or something, right? With like big old chunky pieces of fried chicken on top. Be awesome. You have to cook something based on a sound you find by picking random sounds and we vote on it. Oh, that would be great. That would be great. And then capture the sounds of the stuff cooking, right? I would need a couple of helpers. Just replace Bubba Gump's recipes with air fried chicken. That's good. Or cook a meal while likening the process to music production, a visual analogy. That would be very easy for me to do because I do the opposite all the time. I use cooking analogies all the time in my audio stuff. Cook something Japanese. Night, Tom. Sleep well, homie. Happy birthday. Air fried chicken gumbo, air fried chicken etouffee, air fried chicken and grits, right? Air fried chicken udon curry noodles, yeah. Ooh, you have to roll dice to pick out 5 ingredients you must use. Okay, so it's like a role-playing game / black box competition. Oreos, milk, and sound design. Oh yeah, learning how to cook more authentication food is where it's at right there. It'll teach you how to keep less is more at the forefront. If you really want to know really good Asian food, start with something a bit more simple like Thai food, where everything is really based upon balance. Which is why you see specific types of veggies or whatever with certain curries. Spam, 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 eggs and spam. I wouldn't take a bullet for you, but I would make you magical healing chicken soup. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so LFO2 needs to come down. And maybe we get rid of this sine wave. Maybe we'll go down 1 octave on this. All right, let's get our feedback down just a little bit on this so we can get a little bit more clarity. Boom. Yeah, trailer. We'll probably get Imaginate on around noon, so in about 40 minutes or so. I'm not sure if he's already lurking here or not. Okay, cool. So my hope is that this patch can actually be used for 3 different releases that are currently being put up on the production board right now. So we're going to save this. One more before we save it. We're going to open let's do mallet or string. Let's try a mallet. Actually, I really like both of these. Maybe I'll bring in one on one oscillator and one on the next one. So we'll do this cut 9 first. We'll bring this in at, I think just a basic sampler. I don't think we need to mess with this one at all. So this one, it'd be great just to loop let's see here. Yeah, okay, I really like that. We'll boost that up just a little bit. Okay, so on D, then we're going to bring in that other one, this one. And yeah, we can do that on spectral, that's fine. Let's drop this down though. And edit this. So maybe what we do is we say our loop All right, so we'll call this one Last of Us here. Little homage. Oh, Paul. Yeah, this is tasty. Yeah, I really dig this one. All right, so we'll save that. Now for something entirely different. Let's toss serum up on this one. And let's go. All right, let's get this thing through a little filter. All right, out of curiosity, let's see what these things sound like together. That's a little bit better. Yeah. Good stuff, good stuff. All right, so we're going to keep this one as a super basic. And let's just put this into... Let's just put super basic. Sweet. All right. Quick reminder, Twitch was hacked. Don't forget to change your password at some point today. And enable two-factor authentication, probably. Probably a good choice. All right. Hey, Uncle Crumb just shared something here. Wire dance, an oscillator duet. You guys want to check out something Paul made? Let's do this. It's been a little while since we had an Uncle Chrome not on a competition day. I like the film grain thing this time, man. Less is more, Paul, right? Sometimes that's all you need to do. Love the old train footage in here too. Welcome back, Will. This is a new one from Paul. Load and beat. Oh, dude, seriously, I was just thinking about that, Will. I checked in on him at around the 13-hour mark last night. I think it was like coming up on midnight here. He was still going. I watched him tap out for a bit and have a smoke break after trying to find the right synths and the right snares and stuff for the longest time. That's the Joel we all know and love, right? Paul, this was great, dude. Fantastic visuals. I don't know if it's just because I like what you do or what, but it feels like the last few have just been, I don't know, even better somehow. They're just great. Absolutely great. The 5th hour was insane. 15 minutes of pure old deadmau, huh? That's awesome. Yeah, he was just going and going and going and going. I was kind of surprised that he went that long, honestly. The high indigo vibe this time, huh? Someday we're all going to be at a level where we can understand more of what Heidi is saying and meaning in the same way that she can now understand what we're saying and meaning with our stuff. Hey, Ben, careful there. Careful there. We're not that old. At least the old guys are still making you smile, right? Yeah, I think these two play well together. Chris, you drink babies, you'll be fine. Getting FBI agent watching me don't raid in this house. Oh my goodness. What? I blend them first. All right, let's see here. What can we put into this one? How about, I would like to get 3 little templates made before we get Danny on here. Oh, I know what else we can do. I need to knock out a whole bunch of risers here soon. So let's make a fun little basic riser template that we can spam a whole bunch. So let's do maybe half me, half Animo. How about that? Solid choice. And second, maybe something just a little funky. Maybe if we start over here, and maybe if we do like a maybe a sync. So maybe we do something like that. We could FM into this. All right, let's just see what this looks like. So this would be, let's say this is a envelope, and maybe this can be a 4-bar, and we'll set that up here and here the opposite direction. And here we can just ramp up to like maybe 30%. Seems like it should have gone just a bit higher than that, doesn't it? Oops. There we go. That's better. Drop this down one. And maybe we'll put this through some kind of a comb first. Perhaps. Let's just find our squeak here. There we go. All right, so we've got that. Let's do a little, maybe a little noise. That seems about right. Let's see what this sounds like with these guys. And we'll chop that up. All right, so we'll bring our level up with it. Let's add some stuff to this. Oh, first, let's get our voices going before we start doing that. All right, so maybe what we'll do is we'll start them fairly disparate and bring them in. All right, let's get this thing moving. Am I really the only person that doesn't like the dimension expander from Xfer? Am I? All right, now let's make this less linear. Oops. Maybe a little more dramatic here. Something like this. All right, let's get like a phase here. Now what happens when we spice this up a bit? Double comb. There's that detune. All right, let's get a little Discord added into this. Malmstrobe. I'm not sure how to say your name. Thanks for being here. Welcome in. We're going to get Imaginate on the show here shortly. Don't forget, you get a free taster pack if you're sticking around of his latest release, Metallum, on Black Octopus. And also, if you are currently subbed to the channel, go hit the Discord and grab your free sound pack. This month, everybody is getting funky, which are rhythmic comb toppers. They're amazing. Super funky and eclectic. Funky has been issued once before as a free sound pack of the month, but it was like a year ago prior to us actually starting up the monthly community challenge. So it's going to be really interesting to see what people cook up with it this time. Jafar is saying, speaking of movie music, watch Christian Henson's latest vid on working in 5.1 for film TV. It was all about the fun things not to do, and it's pretty interesting. Bottom line, the music isn't the star, everything else is. Yeah, exactly. All the texture, all the, it's the umami. It's the umami. That's why I'm always talking about how, like, you know, sound as we perceive it and understand it, as a limited creature, 99.9% of it is all timbre, right? Amplitude is just perceived loudness, and pitch is just frequency within our range of hearing. Everything else is timbre. And in the world of surround sound, all of those extra supporting layers are just like mood and atmosphere and ambience, like the things that can lure you in and make it more immersive and help translate the entire equation. So you're like moved from being a passive bystander to an active participant in the whole thing. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes, center is for dialogue, not music. Absolutely. 100%. Yeah, Imaginate is killing it with the packs. 100%. Absolutely. Absolutely crushing it. Super proud of him. We recently wrapped the Marvel pack. The next most interesting pack for you guys tuning in will be watching us make a whole bunch of Transformer stuff. One of the all-time great requested tutorial fodder. Oh yeah, Heidi. Tell you what, this layered underneath a bunch of mechanical transformative design. Let's peekaboo a few frequencies here. Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it lurking in there. I'm thinking this one might be worth keeping. This is one of those bounce, stretch, warp, resample kind of sounds. Yeah, I definitely hear something lurking in there worth pursuing. All right. Still digging the other two that we set up here. So, okay, what color? What type of color is anger? Great question. I don't think it as a passion. So, do passions not necessarily have like their own unique color because they kind of spill over? Is that the thought there? Love some Transformer sounds. Absolutely. Repitch delay is how I'll go about it. Would love to learn more techniques. Oh man, there's so many solid techniques for the little interesting bits. You know, if you're talking about the super old school classic one, you could make it in probably like 5 seconds, honestly, nowadays. I mean, it took more time in the day, but let's just grab like a drum really quick, just any kind of drum. Maybe maybe a snare. Sure, I guess. It's more of a clap. That's closer. I mean, let's just take this. Superhuman Master, thank you for being here with us. Welcome in. All right, so it's just quite literally as easy as just like, yeah. Let's toss a tremolo on that thing. Smooth this, phase to 0. Mostly 16th triplets for this type of thing. Eighth triplets, something like that. We could even put a little fade on this and ramp it down or something. Before we even start getting into samplers and stuff, we do so much. Yeah, it's ridiculous just how easy the Transformer stuff is once you actually start getting into it and deal with it layer by layer. But it is so much fun. DJ Empirical, welcome in. Hey, everyone, current reigning champion in the community, DJ Empirical, won on Friday the community challenge. This month, Funky is the free pack. Whatever you guys are inspired to make, you bring it back and you enter it in the contest, and you get another free sound pack and a chance to win more things. So do it. But then there are 5.1 caveats. Center is for dialogue, but if you don't add anything else at all, a huge theater, there gets to be a black hole. There's nothing there if music is only come from the corners of a room. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you definitely, it's always about filling space and using space. And yeah, absolutely. Pink, huh? Passion can be felt through any color. However, anger is a type of passion. Okay, gotcha. But there was a mural. I like your positive spin there. Yeah, simple and effective, right? It's all about just like in my book anyway, it's like find the path of least resistance, the simplest bits first, and then exploit them a dozen different ways, and then take the output of each one of those ideas and exploit them a dozen different ways. And as you're building up in complexity and duration, then you're naturally just kind of building all of the layers that you will probably need to build more complex transformations and bigger Beck monsters and stuff like that. So, and then you start bringing each one of those individual elements into something like Absinthe, and start playing around with the pitch envelopes and stuff, because that's where it all really starts to come in, right? You layer a nice servo, you drop it down maybe an octave, you bring in like a gate or maybe an elevator or a hydraulic lift or something like that, kind of rinse and repeat. You got 3 different layers. You got something kind of artificial and like granularly enhanced. I'm not even sure if granularly is a word, but I guess it is now. All right, let's see here. Oh, I should check in with Danny here. Granulariciously? Granulicious? Granularosity? All sound producers, you're all blue, but the variations are so fun. Oh, that's interesting to know. We're all blue. That's fascinating. Granularicious. Glanurosity? Dabbity. Oh, yeah. Fun, fun, fun. If I was green, I would die. Imaginate is here. What's up, Danny? How are you, dude? If you were green, you would die. Is that like a Kermit joke? DadGuy91, thank you so much for the follow. You know, I should be playing our new Gazelle clip for y'all each time you join us. Our friend Music by Trailer sent this in today. This is his first thing made in Audio Design Desk. He's been playing with it for one day. It's going to be our new follow video, I think, and we'll make a little trigger, I think, for it too. Good stuff. Danny, welcome in. How are you? If I was green, I would die. Yeah, isn't it funny, the lyrics that we make up? Or like we think we hear, and then they just stick with us forever. DadGuy91, are you a Logic person? Eiffel 65 in Listening Room Live recently. Was your first MP3? All right, so there was a bit on a Bay Area radio station that was devoted to misheard lyrics. Amazing bit. Yeah, dude, I love that stuff. I love that stuff. DJ Empirical says, if I have a machine that runs, say, Ableton Live 11 okay, will it run Audio Design Desk okay? Not only will it run it will run it well. Audio Design Desk is currently a minimum of 10 times faster in every single area and respect over all other DAWs. It's pretty fantastic, and it's really lightweight. The entire thing has been built in Juice. It is modern. It is ready, and we wrote an entirely new audio engine for it, just to make all this stuff possible. Kiss me while I kiss the sky, right? You need to get your Screaming Out back on. Oh man, yeah. We'll. You know what we should do? Maybe on Friday, what we'll do during the feedback stream is between feedback, between tracks, we'll fire up Audio Design Desk for the reels, and we'll bring in maybe the new Marvel pack or something, or maybe we'll just work in a few different packs, and you guys can pick random video clips, and we will score them in real time together, and just see what happens. Just see what happens. The red means recording. Yes, red means on the air. All right, I am going to click on this, and I'm going to click on this, which turns on some background music here. And then I'm going to go get some coffee and put it in here. I'm going to call Imaginate on the new telly. It's Zoom. And then we're going to get him in this room with us, and we're going to listen to all this new stuff. You guys hit the Discord. There's a new channel that I put up there this morning called We Love Imaginate. Click in there. There's a free download in there for you. It's a taster pack of his new release, Metallum, on Black Octopus. It's right here. We'll get to it all in just a moment. Hang tight. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to go get more bean juice. Bye.
All right. Good. How you doing? Yeah, likewise. Let me close the Twitch stream really quick. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, and then I'll be like talking over myself and everything, be just kind of goofy. I'll be living in the past and the future at the same time. You can mute yourself on Twitch. Oh. Yeah, exactly. So we're all good, yeah. I don't know, because I'm not even on the Twitch. I know, we could just say all these vulgar things right now. Just the worst thoughts on existence.
How we roll, really. Oh, hey, guys, how's it going?
Oh my god, by the way, we did not mention anything.
Oh, we're live.
We are live.
Everybody, welcome in Danny, the one and only Imaginate.
Yo, yo, yo.
I'm going to kill this background noise, because we don't need this. We can make our own noise. How the hell are you, brother?
I'm good. I am all over the place. Give me 1 sec, but
sure.
There we go. I'm good.
It's good to see your face.
Yeah, it's good to see the OhmLab logo.
Right.
I already saw your face earlier, so we're all squared away on that.
Good.
But no, it's likewise to hear from you, man. Everything's good. Just been crazy. A lot of stuff going on, so my mind is in a million places at once. But other than that, doing good. So
yeah.
How you doing?
Same. I'm a little stretched thin right now and juggling probably way more than I should be, but it's all really, really good.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember our last conversation, you were telling me, I mean, so much stuff that you were up to. I mean, it's like crazy the amount of stuff you're working on. The level of what it is too. So
I know, right?
Dude, yeah.
You'd think I'd just throw in the towel eventually, but I can't get enough, so.
No way. You're too far in it now.
Yeah, no, I'm probably not ever gonna quit. I'm probably gonna be one of those guys that's like, all right, I'm gonna go retire now. And then you see me like 2 days later and be like, all right, so
yeah.
Here I am.
Like have some like Twitter fit. I'm giving up. I'm done. I'm finished. And then like, yeah, you come out with like a huge concept album or something. like
After
2 months
2 days.
later. Yeah, yeah.
I
Like, come
retired and
on.
did a thing.
Yeah, exactly. I retired, but not really.
Yeah.
It's like the end? Question mark.
Yeah, I'm gonna relax and take it down to just like 2 or 3 jobs and chill
Yeah.
for a while in retirement, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Like meaningful stuff, I imagine, right? So
Yeah, yeah, I think
cool
so.
stuff.
Right?
Yeah. Well, it seems like you're always doing stuff that's like, I mean, obviously really big, but meaningful too, which is really cool. So it's always inspiring to listen to what you're working on.
Well, thank you, homie.
Yeah, of course.
Um, and speaking of inspiring, dude, big ups. You've got another release out in the Elemental series. How are people liking it so
Yes.
far?
I'm not sure. I haven't heard much about it. But I'm assuming people are
Good,
liking it. Yeah.
good.
Yeah, I guess it's only been out for ooh, about a month or so now. But yeah, I mean, it was a really fun one to make. The if I can get a little full of myself right now,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
previous four elements packs have had really amazing reviews from people across the board and have been doing pretty well on Splice and everything. So I'm hoping, that lends into what's going on with Metallum. Yeah, if you guys in the chat haven't checked out the pack, actually, maybe I should have Twitch open so I can drop this in for you guys. But
Yeah, yeah.
if you guys haven't checked out the pack, let me drop it in really quick. Go check it out. If you like it, if you like what you hear, drop a like, drop a share, all that stuff. That really does go a long way. But yeah, it was a pretty fun one to make, man, because like the other four were so, I guess they're so much in the vein of what I'm used to, and this one was something that I wanted to make for a while. That just needed, I guess, a good aesthetic around it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like a relevant aesthetic. And it's funny, I've been watching a ton of like mid 2000s sci-fi, like cyber goth stuff, like Blade and The Matrix and everything, and just classic movies. And it's always like, there's always this metallic texture and aesthetic around these things.
Uh-huh.
And I love breaks music, which is what the pack is, the heavy industrial breaks. Like I love that era of music. And so I just felt like doing my own thing with it in sort of a modern kind of format. Yeah, so that was the inspiration around it. So hopefully people are liking that aesthetic too. I feel like the whole 2000s thing, the whole hacker cyber goth thing is coming back pretty hard right now. So
it really is. It really is.
yeah.
It couldn't be better timing, really.
Yeah, it's almost like I planned it. No.
Almost like you planned it.
With the whole Matrix coming out and everything.
Right, right.
But
Cyberpunk,
yeah.
all of that.
Yeah, exactly. Cyberpunk. I mean, it's everywhere. Actually, I was just talking to my girlfriend today about getting into that new show on Netflix, Squid Game, which I'm sure tons of people are familiar with.
Yeah, they really want everyone to watch it right now.
Yeah, I've seen so much about it. I'm really curious about it. It seems interesting.
I have not watched it yet. We started up Midnight Mass, so we've been watching that this last week.
Oh, cool. Yeah. I've seen a lot of stuff around that. How's that going?
It's good. It's really good characters and character development, and it kind of plays out a bit like a Stephen King kind of thing. It's this guy. He's done several titles for Netflix now. I think he's doing like the Haunted series, like The House on Haunted Hill and the other ones, and he rebirthed something for them. I can't remember exactly what it was right now, but he's mid stride. Like you can tell he's very comfortable right now. It's all unfolding nicely.
Cool. Yeah, right on.
Mm-hmm. Decent sound.
Oh, nice. That's always a huge plus.
Yeah, it's a must. It's a must if I'm going to sit through that much of something. Yeah.
Oh,
absolutely.
seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of sound, man, one of the most inspiring things that I've totally put on the back burner for a long time now and finally indulged in was Blade Runner, the first one with Vangelis.
Oh, dude.
What a movie.
So good.
What a soundtrack. So
good. One of the upcoming the next really big music release that we're going to do for Audio Design Desk is going to be a 4-part kind of dark EDM or a dark electronic kind of a thing. And one of the parts I think is going to be like original Blade Runner-ish kind of stuff. Yeah. That old school
that's awesome.
Vangelis. Yeah. Thick detuned pads.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
big atmosphere. Yeah,
Love
like
it.
just
Yeah.
rainy LA,
Right.
rainy futuristic LA. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Oh man, there's something just really special about that whole aesthetic from that movie, especially, and the music just ties in so well with the architecture and everything.
Oh yeah. It's so good. It
Yeah,
is so good. Yeah.
yeah,
100%. I love that it still stands strong. You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Seriously.
I mean, not that the other Vangelis stuff doesn't. I mean, I'm sure people still get Chariots of Fire stuck in their head and stuff, but I mean, for me, it's all Blade Runner. Like, it's just,
Oh yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Well, I'm a total noob to Vangelis stuff. I only really know the Blade Runner stuff, so I'll have to go check out. I've probably heard other stuff just
Oh
from my
yeah,
parents, but
yeah.
I'm not familiar with it off the top of my head. But the Blade Runner stuff, man, like
Right?
that, it's in my top 5 movies and soundtracks of all time, like without even thinking about it. So
It is so
great,
good.
yeah,
It is
yeah,
so
and
good.
it's great too because like um the new Dune movie is coming out too, and
Yeah.
dude, I cannot wait for that.
Yeah. Can we
I'm
talk about
so
that?
excited.
Man, I want really good sound in that. I want really, really good sound in that.
Yeah, I think there's going to be. I mean, there's Hans Zimmer who's behind, the orchestration and the sound design too, most likely. Excuse me.
Bless you, sir.
Thank you. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of great sci-fi stuff coming out right now. It's a good time to be indulging in sci-fi sound design and production sensibilities, no question.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm glad that we're moving away from zombies and viruses and more towards the sci-fi bend or side of the apocalyptic stuff right now.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Oh man, the zombie thing was beaten to a pulp starting with like what 2009, I'd say. Like I'd say when like Left 4 Dead 1 came out,
It was
and
already,
yeah,
yeah.
it was already pretty massive, and that was what 20 or 2009, something like that. But anyway, yeah, the whole zombie thing was.
And then
I mean, it's
Walking
still
Dead just
huge.
keeps going.
Yeah, yeah.
It just keeps going. Are people watching that? I mean, people must be watching it still.
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, honestly, I don't even have time for TV right now.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
The Walking Dead, like, um, I've seen a little bit of it, but never really gripped me because I think there was just it was a little too slow, I think, for me.
Yeah. After a few
Yeah,
seasons, I was like, really? These guys are still alive? They're
yeah,
still alive. They've been in
like
so many battles, and none of them got blood in their mouth.
yeah, like wait a minute, yeah, like this is just unrealistic to this point. And like two, like every episode is however many days, right? Like
Yeah,
in the world of that series,
right.
the zombies have to be growing exponentially at that point. Like
Yeah,
there's no way that there's like a finite amount of zombies. Like they've got to grow and get bigger, and you know what I'm saying?
oh
Like
yeah, I do. I've got questions about zombies. Like, all right,
yeah,
they got to eat brains to survive, right? They got to eat
right,
brains to continue to move, right? So
right.
then what happens when they're just like, no brains left?
Yeah, yeah. What do you do?
Because in the world of The Walking Dead, it's got to be a really long time between brains.
Yeah. No, you know what they do? They get lab engineered brains. The zombies become sentient, and they learn how to develop brains as
You
if it was like
follow them.
vegan food.
You follow them into the woods. They're like dragging their foot behind them and stuff. It's all super slow. You get to this giant oak tree. They like pull a branch. This door opens and they sprint inside and they start programming the supercomputer,
Yeah.
eating lab produced brains. They're just geniuses
The
moving
whole
in real
mindless
time.
zombie thing. Yeah, the whole mindless zombie thing is just a front.
Yeah, it's just a cover.
Yeah.
It's big pharma, folks.
Exactly. Yeah. The conspiracies they don't tell you about. The conspiracies the people need to know.
We won't name names. Pfizer. But
Oh, yeah.
it's on its
Oh
last
my god.
season. Walking Dead. Do zombies have babies? Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, serious. That's a good point. Yeah. I mean, zombies got to have some. They got to have some like pleasure feeling. You know what I mean? Like There's got to be something in there that's driving them.
Right?
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I mean,
Like, do zombies go on dates? You know what I mean?
there was a movie about that actually. Like the feelings side of zombies. I forget what it was called.
Yeah, it was called Warm Bodies, right?
Warm Bodies. That's the one.
Yeah.
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 I've never seen the movie, but I just
But you know all about
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you needed to see was the trailer, and you're there.
Exactly. Yeah, that was the whole movie.
Mm.
Oh my god.
Man, that is one thing that you
Yeah.
can read the headline of and then claim. Eric, welcome in, dude. It's not the end of the stream and you're showing up. Welcome in, brother. How are you? I want to listen to some of these sounds.
Yeah.
And we should probably hit play on this demo really quick and needle drop in a couple of spots.
Yeah.
Just to give people a little taste of what they're going to get when they open this thing up.
Cool. I apologize, by the way. My internet's having a little bit of a hiccup right now, so if I don't respond, I will ask you if you can repeat what you said.
No worries, dude. It's got some stank. Oof. Oof. Man, this is a bit of a journey.
Yeah, I wanted to include a good amount of stuff in there.
Yeah. Huh. Hmm. Danny, brother, you've
Yes.
done it again.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
You've done it again.
Thank you.
Fantastic work. This is
Thank
good
you.
stuff. Favorite part of your process in this pack?
Man, it's kind of funny actually. The chord stabs,
Okay.
especially
Okay.
because, like, the sort of late '90s and 2000s, early 2000s, like cyber goth kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Like
Uh-huh.
breaks music especially had those chord stabs,
Oh yeah.
but I didn't want to just include, like the Nexus kind of sounding chord stab sound or anything like that, like a kind of traditional one. I wanted to create my own that had that metallic quality to it, but then also just had a bit of a modern edge. So it was more like the sound design sensibility was okay, creating like a single note chord stab in Serum, right? And then
Mm-hmm.
just having different sensibilities. And I think what's really cool about those presets, especially, is one of the macros controls the voicing, the chord voicing.
Nice.
So you can choose, like, okay, at the end you have like, yeah, diminished chord or like just fifths,
Uh-huh.
or you can choose, major, minor, and everything just using that. So you can actually change the chords. You can write chord progressions using just that macro.
Love it.
Yeah. So I wanted to just get kind of clever with it.
Love it. How very sound freaks of you.
Yeah. Sorry, 1 sec.
I want to play through some of these.
Yeah.
I'm just going to hit some of these at random here. These names are great. Wolfram,
Yeah.
lithium. Woo! Oh-ho! For those of you who are like just tuning into the Elemental series for the first time, the premise is that each pack in the series is based upon one kind of element or matter, right? This one is metal. There's been earth and glass, paper and water. So all of these sounds were derived from metal Foley samples. Yeah, these are great. I'm assuming you spent a lot of time in Serum on this one. There is, however, for those who are picking up the entire pack here, there are a whole bunch of sampler instruments, batteries, and there are kontakt instruments as well, like a whole bunch of them. It's great, as well as the Logic sampler as well, which makes it nice and easy to get into. Let's check out some of these drums. Punchy. Put a little modern twist on some classics here. Yeah, man, got some funk in there. Nice and crispy tops. Hell yeah, this is awesome. Let's check out some of these effects in here. Favorite metal item that you recorded? What was the most fun?
That is a good question. Man, I recorded a bunch of different metal instruments. Well, I guess metal sounds. But I would say probably knives were really great. And also I used my trumpet to just get some weird sounds, like just taking apart the tuning slide and opening up, I guess, the trumpet to have some more hollowness, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely it does.
Yeah, so that was really cool. Yeah, there was a lot of different things that I used, a lot of different little silverware bits. I think a silverware bowl. I don't know. There's so many different things, but yeah, probably the trumpet, to be honest.
Awesome.
Yeah, it was really interesting, actually, the different kind of sounds you can get just from metal, because like with metal, I was really focused on the idea of clangs and bangs and all that stuff, but it was really cool how sliding knives together created really great opportunity for like atmospheres and things like that, especially when you pitch it down. So that was really cool. What else? Yeah, the trumpet too, really good example. Like just bits of metal that are compressed in a way.
Yeah.
And pulling them apart, and you get like the resonant quality of that sound. Or that thing just from pulling it apart, basically.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, I hear you on the knives thing. Super tasty sounds. And magnetic balls. Like, I love the sound of magnetized pieces of metal when they're like at odds with one another, that kind of spinny, rubby kind of sound that you get out of them. And knives especially. I love playing. I mean, I've always been a big fan of knives. But from a sound design perspective, they are absolutely fantastic. Vikas, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah. We are sitting with Imaginate today, going through his latest release, Metallum, on Black Octopus.
Oh, Vikas, what's up, man? How you doing?
Is this the same Vikas from Purifam? Oh, hey, speaking of some Purifam, who was it within the Purifam ranks that did sound and music for Hyperlight? Do you remember? Kev Arch, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. Do you remember this? This may have been before you got there. The Hyperlight Racer. We were trying to figure this out. In the stream the other day. Someone brought it up, and I was like, "Oh, who was it? Was it within the Pure Mind ranks that did this?"
Was it Hyperlight Drifter, that game?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that game. Yeah, if he's Purifam, or he or she, I really want to know who it is, because I'm a huge fan of that music.
Yeah, I can't. We remembered the artist name. Someone remembered the artist name in the chat the other day.
I have it.
Yeah, we had a few different people just like randomly come through that day, from Pure Mind, and then someone brought up the game, and it was like minutes after all these people left.
Yeah.
Aaron was even there that day. He would have remembered it for us.
Disaster Piece.
Yeah.
Richard Vreeland, I guess, is the name. But yeah, that's cool that he's Purifam. I didn't know that.
That name is not ringing a bell. Maybe it was the sounds, not the music.
Oh, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't think that name doesn't ring a bell anyway.
There was somebody else. He's someone that I follow on YouTube. He does a lot of video game sound design stuff. What's his name? I think is it Akash the Car?
Oh yeah. Kosh did some stuff as well.
Yeah.
Roku, you're actually the one that remembered the Hyperlight Drifter named Disasterpiece last week, I think. Yeah, this is. I was hoping because Danny is pure fam too, so I was thinking that maybe he could help jog the memory here. But
Yeah. I was watching Akash's video on YouTube recently, and yeah, dude's so crazy. He knows so much stuff. It's great to learn from him.
yeah, he's fun, huh?
Yeah. He's a really cool guy. Seems like.
Right? Yeah, down to earth.
Yeah, definitely.
What was the biggest surprise for you? What was the thing that you recorded and brought into the box that you were not expecting what came out?
Huh. Um,
There's always
it's
a
a
couple
hard.
for me.
Yeah, I'll be honest. That's a bit of a hard question to answer. Because I was very, I guess, focused on what I was trying to achieve with this one,
Mm-hmm.
and I kind of knew what I could get, to be honest, just because like I've been doing the whole elements thing for a little bit now. But
Uh-huh.
I would say the most surprising thing probably was the snares, definitely. Like
Mm.
the snare drums especially. Yeah, like
Mm.
the metallic nature of the snares, like the way the blongs and all that stuff, that was totally easy to achieve just from metal being metal and making those sounds. But the the production quality of the snares, I felt were going to take a big dip because when I was working with paper and water, especially, and the sounds that aren't super harmonically dense, it was easy to get simple sine waves and simple sounds out of them. Where
Sure.
with metal, there's so much going on in the harmonic content that I was really like, I don't know how these snares are going to come out, because they're going to be like really, they're going to sound digital. But yeah, I worked around it and it came out pretty good. So I was like, thank God after that moment.
Let's check that. Let's check that.
Yeah.
I feel like they've all met your standard, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It didn't take, I guess, as much effort as I was expecting or just assuming, which is nice. But it was a cool way to kind of work around that harmonic thing,
Mm-hmm.
this just the nature of metal and everything. Took a little bit of production magic, but yeah, other than that, that was probably the most surprising thing. Trying to think what else, man. What else about that pack? I guess that's it. One thing that always surprises me, actually, to be honest, is throwing in random sounds, just like Foley and everything, into Absinthe, and also loading on effects and just going absolutely nuts while still trying to retain the metallic nature of the sounds.
Right?
Yeah, Absinthe is just such an underrated tool.
It's
Like
still my
it's
favorite. It's still
yeah,
my favorite. Yeah.
yeah, and also too, actually, I saw someone mention something in the chat that I wanted to just kind of briefly talk about,
Hmm.
because it was a hugely important thing to the aesthetic of the pack. I definitely did take a lot of the basses and a lot of the synths through Guitar Rig and Amp Sims
Mm-hmm.
to get that rocky quality, the like kind of metal tone.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a cool thing. That was a cool surprising thing. But yeah, also I was playing with like Portal and Thermal a lot on this pack. Like actually, I employed a lot of different new production techniques across it, just trying to get something that's different than the other four packs.
Mm. I want to hear
So
some
I'm
of
gonna
these
cut out
rumbles
here.
here. No worries, dude. You could be frozen for a minute. I'm going to listen to some rumbles here. Roku approves.
Right on.
Roku is our low-end police here. in the chat. He approves of these. Woo. Mm. Metal. That's tasty. Man, these are great. Knife? Guitar rig or thermal? Do you remember?
Yeah, a lot of that. Well, a lot of the guitar sound was definitely guitar rig.
Mm-hmm.
But thermal had its place in a lot of the post production. So like I use guitar rig pretty frequently for the basses, some of the synths. I even used it, I think, maybe a couple times on the drums, just to get a in the box kind of sound. Or like in the cab. But yeah, thermal found its way on a lot of the post production and a lot of the layering, because there's just a texture that thermal has that I haven't heard anywhere else. I really like it's crunched. I guess the best way to say it is it's compressed sounding, but it's not like compressed to this absurd amount. It's compressed just enough to like layer on a little bit of extra texture and dust, magic dust on the sound. I love thermal, man. It's so great. I use it on literally everything.
Me too, as you know. Me too. Although there is a new contender. I know all my output people are going to be mad at me for this, but there is.
Yep. Say it.
There is this. I was just turned on to this. We've just reached out to them to see what kind of conversation we can have with them. But this is, dude, this is quite incredible. I'm just going to play this. We watched this last week, but we're going to watch it again really quick.
Yeah.
It's a little embellishment on their part saying that they're the world's first bipolar distortion unit, but still some pretty impressive looking stuff there.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that plugin, man.
Oh, have you?
I'm really curious about it. Yeah, I've heard a little bit about that controversy too, about the whole, we're the first this or that. But
yeah,
it seems like an amazing product. I mean, so.
Yeah, I agree. It'll take a bit to pry me away from thermal, just because I do love it, not just because I'm output boy or whatever. But by the way, Gazelle happened today.
Gazelle.
Trailer, music by Trailer in the chat sent this through this morning. He's been playing with Audio Designed Us for one day, and this is one of his first creations. He just sent this in.
Oh, nice.
It's made all of us laugh hysterically. I think it's going to be the new subscriber.
That's amazing.
Thing that plays, yeah.
I can hear the what is it? The the Lord of the Rings version of Requiem for a Dream over that.
Someone else tossed out maybe a little hillbilly guitar or something going.
Yeah, some Dukes of Hazzard kind of music or something.
With like the horn from the old General Lee or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. Roku in the chat is asking, the pack almost has a cell dweller feel to it, an inspiration source perhaps?
Yeah, I was actually just about to answer that. So Cell Dweller, totally one of my favorite artists, but I think the inspiration came from what he has drawn from a lot of, and that has been a lot of the 2000s electronic sensibility, right? On the break stuff with a lot of the metal, like new metal kind of production style. And that's kind of where I was taking my inspiration. So a lot of it was Linkin Park and some stuff. Let's see, Paul Oakenfold for some of the breaks. Let's see, who else? Crystal Method, definitely. There's another person. Oh, The Prodigy, of course, too. And then as far as the current stuff, like more modern stuff, definitely like Noisia sensibilities. Mick Gordon, like actually that one riff in the demo track, the second drop, that riff totally was inspired from Doom for sure. I love that stuff. I love Mick Gordon's music and the Doom stuff. So definitely had to pay homage to that. What else? Yeah, that's kind of it, really. There's definitely some other stuff that I'm forgetting, but just generally that hybridization of the classic 2000s breaks kind of sensibilities and style and attitude with modern production stuff. So yeah.
Nice. It's always nice to know where the inspiration is being drawn from.
Yeah.
I want to hear a couple more of these synths in here too. Super tight sounds, man.
Cool, thank you.
And there's a whole bunch of one-shots in here as well. And besides just the sampler instruments, there are just a bunch of presets for Serum. Tom, as you're watching this on the video on demand, I bet these Reese's in here are nice. These Neros and Reese's. Man, that's a ton.
Yeah, I wanted to include a lot of presets, especially in this one.
Yeah, this is good, man. It's so comprehensive.
A lot of flexibility, at least.
25 new wavetables. And a slew of one-shots.
Oh, also, here's another bit of inspiration for you guys.
Oh, yeah. Trent lurking around every corner.
And these guys, too.
Oh, yes. The Justice.
Yes. Oh, wait. It's upside down. There we go. Oh, my God. Oh, and for the more Brainiac style stuff.
Oh, yeah.
A bit of Dream Theater.
Nice, dude. Nice. Yeah. Dream Theater, lifelong inspiration source for you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I'm a huge fan of Mike Portnoy, especially, too. Like, huge fan.
Yeah. Heidi says you're looking good.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. Is that a Purple Pros?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks. Looking a little bit older, a little bit more weathered, a little bit more mature. For sure. Yeah, it's
like a fine wine, sir. Like a fine wine.
Yes. Living in LA will do that to you. But
DJ Empirical brings up a good point. Clayton Cell Dweller's early band, Circle of Dust, had a big hand in the industrial break sound. 100%.
oh, cool.
Yep.
Circle of Dust. All right, I'm gonna put that down. I'm gonna check them out. Yeah, I know that. I know he's obviously done so much stuff.
Yeah.
I need to dive in on his stuff. But yeah, no, I definitely am a huge fan of Cell Dweller.
Yeah, dude's been around a minute.
Yeah.
Done a few things.
Yeah, his label puts out really tight stuff too.
Yeah.
Like all the time. Like I'm a huge fan of Fixed and Fixed Neon.
Yeah, I haven't had, honestly, any bandwidth or time to go check out anything that he's done in like the last couple of years, honestly. But every single time I've checked in on his live streams and like everything that he does is just so great. I love that he's still so focused on the community. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just so good.
Yeah, I love the whole attitude around just what he's doing, I guess, just overall. I mean, it's not like a singular thing that you can kind of pinpoint. It's just like you said, yeah, the whole community thing for sure.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of crossover there with Trent. Like he has a very similar kind of feel to a lot of his community efforts, I feel.
Yeah, there's something about that like vein, that vein of I don't know. You can't explain it. I don't want to put.
Yeah, no, there's no words for it. These guys are just they're up here. That's all there is to it. They're just they've earned their ranks. Absolutely. Totally. 100%.
Yes. Yeah.
This one's got a bit of a hollow sound to it. Absinthe?
Oh yeah, lots of absinthe. A little bit of Portal too.
I was going to say, that sounds like Portal.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Parasite. Yeah, I can see that you gravitate towards the feedback side of thermal as well for the post-production, like, shine on things.
Yeah, especially like with, I mean, just the metal aesthetic, right? Having the shininess, the feedbackness is really important to it, but also just like from a tonal place, it just sounds a little more pleasing than just kind of like, at least for what I'm after, it sounds a little bit more pleasing than just straight noise filtered, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, these are just great, dude. These are all just great.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Just the right amount of bit crush. I'm going to toss your Linktree link back in the chat again, too. There are people, when you come across them, and you just know that something is going to happen for this person, with this person. Danny, I remember his first day of of class, and one of the very first things that he asked me was, what else can I be doing? What else can I be doing to level up, and what else can I do to just supercharge myself and get to this point? And just the way that he was sitting and asking the question, I could freaking tell, like, I'm gonna love this dude. This dude means business. He is on a mission. And you could tell that he was a seeker. He wanted to find this path. He knew that he was close to the entrance of this path, and he was just seeking it. That's kind of how I felt. And man, did he latch on! I've been so proud of this dude from day one, and I think that this series that he's been doing for Black Octopus is it's flipping fantastic, and I hope it keeps going. I have a request for you.
Yeah.
I would love for you to take on. I have no idea what we'd call it. What's the main substance in bone and tooth, like keratin or something like that? I would love for you to take on like bone, tooth, and horn.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I used some antlers and some other type of bone type stuff for a couple of releases a couple of years ago for sample phonics for noise, and I got such incredible tones out of them. Like, it's amazing what you can pull out of just like a little scrape or a knock or a scratch or something.
Hmm.
Just absolutely incredible. But I bet you and your mind would have a freaking field day with that kind of stuff.
Well, I was just gonna ask, like, what was your favorite part of doing that? Like, what were your favorite pieces of bone, pieces of was it keratin that you played with?
Yeah, so one of the nicest ones was a slice of antler, and it was like a cross section slice. I'm not sure if it's sitting here right now, but I've shared this with a few people where so antlers are hollow in the middle, right? So it's a cross section, and then it's been buffed on both sides, and then I would take a series of things. One was an Allen wrench, like a small size Allen wrench. One was a paper clip. One was a paper clip dangling on a long rubber band just to get rid of the finger touch and to get like some more like open air kind of resonance and stuff. But I would kind of like dangle stuff inside of this thing and either go around quickly and get like a kind of a bouncy texture off of it, or go really, really slow. And you get this like really awesome scrape sound, and it's resonant. It's got a tonal, it's got like a fixed tonal character to it because of its thickness and the diameter of the hollow space and whatever material you're dragging across it at the time. But I was able to put this thing into multiple different situations, just this one tiny little piece of antler. And then I've done similar things with like bone, like even just like chicken bones or bones that you find out on hikes or whatever. You just set them out in the sun until they're completely bleached, and they're beautiful sound makers. You tie them together on a piece of string and shake them as like shakers or like windmills, or actually like lay them out on top of something, hit things with them. Swart, thank you so much for being here. I was blown away by just how much resonant character was kind of hidden inside of them, like just between the bone and the antler teeth, like small teeth, like from like woodland creatures and stuff.
Yeah.
They make fantastic shakers of all kinds, right? And all sorts of different cultures have used them for years and years and years in their music making and rituals and stuff. But there is something about the way that they fall against each other. They're also asymmetrical, the teeth, that they bounce and fall in interesting ways. And the texture is unlike a bean or a grain. You know what I mean? It's just got
Yeah.
roundness and sharpness, and it's just like there's flat bits and angled bits. And so anyway, for what it's worth, if you can get your hands on enough material, I think it would be a fantastic set of source material for you.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea. And I was really curious, like, what your experience was like, because I mean, there's so many different kinds of layers of depth when it comes to bones. for sure.
Oh
Like,
yeah. Oh
there's
yeah.
like the brittle stuff, the thick stuff, and tooth and nails too. I imagine that teeth would be really amazing for like pseudo, like the kind of sensibilities of like a rain stick or something,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like sensibilities of that. Yeah, but like they're thicker and they have a bit of a I'd imagine like a resonance because, well, I mean, if there's some holes in the teeth,
Right.
didn't
And
go to the
think about their
dentist.
level of tolerance too, like dragging
Yeah.
them, like embedding them in different things, like embedding them in wood or metal or rubber or whatever, and then dragging them across different surfaces, chalkboards, windows, metal, wood, stuff like that. You'd get such fantastic results
Yeah.
because they're so imperfect. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, like adding that much more randomness
Hmm.
to the performances. That's a really cool idea. I really like that idea a lot, and it's kind of perfect too. There's a place up the street from us that is a taxidermy, and it's like, an obvious like taxidermy place. Like it's like we sell bones and we know what we are. It's so
Right.
amazing. Like you
Right.
just go in there and like buy a few things, and make like what I would like to do is, especially, man, here's a little something. If you guys want to experiment and you have the ability to get some bones or things that are similar to that, make like chimes, kind of like a mobile or whatever you call
Uh-huh.
it, or like chimes with the bones, and then
Hmm.
like get some different like tone from that, and then throw Portal on it. That would be sick.
I've made a few different wind chimes out of bones over the years with different things in the center.
Oh yeah.
Glass, yeah, a piece of glass, like a long, thin piece of glass in the middle of a bunch of bones is wickedly awesome. When you
Oh,
start
that
putting it into
sounds.
reverb, it sounds so uniquely cool. But lots of different things. Like I've wrapped stuff in tin foil and used that as the beater, and you get like this weird, like kind of like horror type texture sounds out of like something that you would hear in like brief little horror stingers or sweeteners.
That's so cool.
Yeah, there's just like the sky is the limit because these things have such a unique kind of timbre and resonance about them in general.
Yeah, and I imagine too, like if you're doing a horror movie, especially, right? Using horror sensibilities
Yeah,
like teeth and bone and
yeah,
things like that just kind of adds to it. It's funny. That's kind of what I felt, especially with the Element series, is like every element and the tones and the sounds that they are have some sort of aesthetic quality to the kind of sounds that they are and the
mm,
formats that they sit in.
mm,
And so
yeah,
I feel like with horror, especially like grindy metal and teeth and bone and squishes and things like that, it's just
right?
perfect.
Yeah, eventually you're going to run out of the physical realm options as far as elements go, and then
Yeah.
you're going to be forced into the conceptual. Like, can you see
Yeah.
yourself making like an electron pack eventually?
So yeah, so I thought about some ideas actually, that are written down, not really in development. I know how I'm gonna get them, but one of those ideas is still kind of relevant to the Elements series, but not so much in a physical way, more so in, like you're saying, like outside of the physical realm,
Hmm.
and that would be Shadow, and that would be
Yeah.
basically like, I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but unexplained sounds,
Hmm.
and also just sounds of the night, I guess. Um,
Sounds from the shadow realm.
sounds from
Sounds.
the yeah,
Shadow
sounds from the
sounds.
shadow sounds. Yeah, sounds from the shadow realm,
Yeah.
definitely. And then, like the music behind that might be like tribal kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Like
dude. Like
I'm really
shamanic kind of.
Yes, that's exactly the word I was looking for. Because so I don't
Uh-huh.
know if I ever told you this, but I took an anthropology class twice in college. And one thing that they talked about very frequently was the shamanic rituals in South America.
Mm.
And I find that so inspiring.
Yes.
Something about it is so bizarre in such a cool way, and in like an enlightening way too. And so I want to do something about that.
Yeah, and this is the roots of so many of the battery instruments that we know in like more common percussive ranks, right? Because they started with skin drums and like that there was a lot of naturally derived stuff that they used for generations in all of these rituals, which ultimately led to a lot of the stuff that we know. And I mean, can you just imagine like having an opportunity to go into the heart of a forest in, I don't know, like freaking Peru or something like that, and actually having the chance to record some of these things?
Oh man, it'd be amazing.
Your mind would be split open. Like you would think of things so differently in the natural world, I bet.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole thing, especially is just, I guess, the mysticism
Hmm.
behind the idea of shadow and sounds from a different realm, whatever. There's just something special about it. And I think that's what's so human about this idea that we're talking about, or what's really cool about it is that it's very human, I guess, because we don't know how to explain it. We don't know what it is. Like we can explain water and earth and fire and all that stuff because it's like factually in our, it's there. We know what it is. But something that's something that's not easily explained just adds that level of mysticism
And the
and
power
makes
we
it
give to
more.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's what I'm
Yeah.
looking for. The power that we give to it is
Yeah.
what makes it so much more human.
Yeah. And then the belief in it, like as it grows, as people present this and the people find themselves willing to be immersed in it, there is something that comes to life.
Yes.
Yeah. Sounds from the shadow realm. I really, really dig the concept, homie.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to doing it. I've got a couple more for the elements. Actually, it's kind of crazy. There's only two more really. There's fire and air left.
Hmm.
So I'm starting to think about what's going to be next. I think shadow is going to be next, and then I was thinking on the flip side of that, doing something like um, light, basically, and basically just capture sounds of maybe nature or light sounds, just like
Hmm.
the flip side of that. I guess
Hmm.
maybe like a not I don't want to say a holy sense, but like you know what I mean.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Um,
No, I feel you. Yeah. But,
yeah,
but the conceptual stuff, I think, man, tool set wise and creative like mindset wise, by the time you get to that, your album will have dropped. You'll have a couple more releases out,
yes,
and your mind will be liberated in a number of different ways,
yeah,
and so will your schedule. And I would imagine that the conceptual stuff ends up being like far greater than the physical realm stuff. You know what I mean? Just because your mind is going to be more focused
yeah,
and playful.
yeah. I feel like it's starting to get there now, especially since it's towards the end of the Element series for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So
Like time,
yeah,
the element of time, or
yeah,
the
yeah,
element of chance,
yeah, yeah. Oh, actually, that's a really cool
right?
one.
Right?
Chance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like randomness or synchronicity or somewhere in between or
I really want to do one with tarot cards and
oh,
like
hey.
the aesthetic with them. Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that, and maybe a little bit of like the Louisiana taboo kind of style.
You should sit down and talk with Ezra. Um he's the mind behind Audio Cipher and a few other things. I should connect you to
Yeah,
if
please do.
if
That'd
you
be
want to do
great.
that. He can fill your cup. He can fill your brain with stuff forever. He's written a couple of books about it. So
Oh, nice. Yeah, please link me up. I'm really curious about that stuff. My girlfriend's really into that stuff too, so that's kind of where my initial interest really does lie.
right.
Um, because I'm also someone who's like, I believe it when I see it, but there's some stuff that's just really interesting, and I think it's cool to leave things up to interpretation also.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, really quick, is it cool if I step out for a sec to use the restroom?
Actually, I need to wrap this up. I was supposed to wrap it up 15 minutes ago, but I love you,
Oh,
and I always end up talking for far too long with you. Well, I don't know if too long is the right phrase, but I love you,
for
man.
sure.
We always end up just bullshitting all day.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have back to back to back meetings here that I need to step into.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to pick who we go raid?
Yeah, for sure. Can I do a couple of quick shout outs really quick?
Yeah, dude, 100%. Do what you do.
Cool. So, for everyone in the chat, we have a friend in here, Mr. B. He has a single coming out with the amazing Tasha Baxter as part of her collaborative record that's coming out. It's called Full Moon Flex. It'll be out November 19th. But Oh Mr. B's single comes out with her this Friday. So please go pre-save the album, pre-save the single. It's an amazing tune. I'm a huge fan of it. I'm a huge fan of everyone that's on the record. It's a beautiful record. I'm really, really happy to be a part of it. But definitely go pre-save, go check it out. Really cool guy too. So go check that out. Then of course, shout out Tasha Baxter for the awesome opportunity for all of us to hop on there, and shout out Black Octopus for the sound design work. And also, I'm working on my own record right now. We're in the mix phase. We're getting close to being done. Lots of amazing stuff to share with you guys. I've been really busy with that and really excited to share. So I can't
for
wait
years, you guys, for years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Years.
Yeah, it's been a while, and finally everything's produced and we're mixing, and yeah, I'm really excited to share with you guys. So look forward to that.
Genre defining, I'm telling you. It is that good.
Oh man.
It is that good. Yeah. Not to put pressure on, just to show, I don't know, appreciation, respect.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
It's all just music. We're all just creating anyway. So, but yeah, I'm really excited.
Oh, Cardio Party is playing. Who is on right now? Who is on? Who can we raid? Let's see. Shall we? Autopilot Amari, Jazz Eldre is on, Aaron Goldberg is on, Mr. Sketty is on. I do not see Liv, but they may not be showing all of us. Cardio Party is on. Hey, there's a first, an ASMR channel with one viewer. I don't think I've ever seen that. It seems like ASMR, if someone's doing ASMR, it's all like, just sex, basically. And there's always like 1,000 people in there.
Yeah.
Blows my mind.
I was wandering Twitch the other day and I came across that and I was like, okay.
This is one side of Twitch.
I have officially seen the underbelly.
There are a lot of
literally and conceptually.
A lot of different reasons to leave TV behind, right?
Yeah, oh totally, yeah.
Oh, snap. Danny, thank you so much for being here, dude.
Thanks for having me, Chris.
It's always such a pleasure. Everybody, please go check out the Metallum release. I'm going to drop this link one more time in the chat before we skedaddle.
Cool.
Sauce and chalkboards. Non-compliant is DJing techno. We could go somewhere new. Let's go say hi to Liv. I miss her. Let's go do this. Cardio, where did you go? There you are. We're going to go surprise Liv here. Danny, thank you again. Everybody give this man a big follow. Support him. Share his stuff. Share his links. And I will see you all on Friday. We're going to do a little feedback. We'll probably dip into some audio design desk and have a bunch of fun. And until then, I will see you on the flip, y'all. I appreciate you. Thank you for spending time with me. Danny, stick around for just a sec. And
right, no problem.
Peace out.